Hey guys, welcome back to Electrical Car Repair Live. Thank you guys for watching and subscribing to the channel. Today will be super helpful video guys to any of you having a Kia Sportage, Kia Sorento guys, any generation, any year, any engine. You want to know what are the symptoms of bad thermostat? Stay with us, we'll explain that today. It can fail in two ways and we're going to explain all that today guys. Now, one mistake that people make, okay, when replacing the thermostat that can cost you a new engine guys. Stay with us and we'll explain what it is. So as we said, that should work on most generation, Kia Sportage, Kia Sorento guys. Before we start, let me tell you, every single car we get at the garage, we try to make at least 200 to 300 free repair videos guys. We take them completely apart and we show you how to fix pretty much anything. Why we do that? Simply because our mission as a shop is to save you as much money as we can. All we need in return, please guys subscribe to the channel and like the video. Now, if you guys need to buy any parts or tools for a really good price and quick shipping as well, check out the link in the description of the video below and you can see where we get all our tools and parts from. So with that being said, let's explain, okay, how we're going to do that now. So this is guys the engine that we have right here that we'll be demonstrating on. This is a 2.4 engine. This is your thermostat. That's what the thermostat looks like. You always have a gasket as well. Never forget to replace that gasket guys, because that can easily get deformed, and if you install just new thermostat with the old gasket, they can develop leaks. Before we start, many of you have been asking us to share information about diagnostics and computers that we use here at the shop. This is the one guys. We'll put link in the description of the video below if you want to check the current price and the functions, but it works on almost all the cars you can think of. Kia is right here, so it's a great tool that can pay itself off in one-time use. Check out the link if you need more info. Now, with that being said, that's your thermostat guys. Usually it's installed on the cylinder head, okay? There is a thermostat housing that's installed by the cylinder head. So the purpose of that thermostat, okay, it opens and closes at certain temperature. For instance, this one, it's 82 degrees, okay, that's when it should open. So it keeps the engine regulated at 82 degrees Celsius guys. And what it's going to do, once the coolant in the cylinder head and the engine block reaches 82 degrees, thermostat will open. It will allow coolant to flow from the radiator to the engine, which is cold. It will cool it, okay, and the thermostat will close to keep it in that range around 83 degrees. So that will make your engine efficient because it will reach the normal operating temperature, and it will not it will reduce the emissions because especially on those direct fuel injections engines, okay, they need to run at a certain temperature guys. Now when that thermostat fails, how it can fail? One of them is stuck open. Stuck open means that the coolant is running freely between the engine and the radiator, and as a result the engine may not get warm enough, especially on the highway or on cold winter days guys. When it's stuck open, you may experience engine light and codes such as P0, 125, 126 or 128 that relate to the engine not being able to reach normal operating temperature. Another thing that you may notice before you even get light, engine light or anything like that, is your heater may be weak in the winter months, because if the thermostat is stuck open, coolant will flow freely, the engine will not be able to get warm enough. The engine is what is warming your heater. The coolant from the engine actually goes to the heater core, and if the thermostat is stuck open, okay, you will get cold coolant in the heater, and as a result the heater will not be working correctly. That's quite common, which will affect your efficiency of the engine, because we'll be running cold and it will be burning more fuel and polluting, okay, emissions as well. If it's stuck close guys, okay, that's what happens quite often as well. If it's stuck close, okay, you can overheat your engine, because when it's stuck close, coolant from the radiator doesn't go, okay, to the engine. It may be partially stuck close to the point that it doesn't open all the way, and under certain conditions the car can overheat. So if you have a car that overheats, number one thing, okay, I recommend to do a coolant flush, drain the coolant, replace thermostat, okay, replace the thermostat and bleed the cooling system. Now, that's the number one mistake people make. When you replace thermostats, guys, okay, one thing, you need to make sure that they don't have a special spots where they need to be installed in a special angle, like this notch here. Otherwise, if you don't install it correctly, it can cause leaks. And another thing, people will install it and add coolant and start driving. No, you should not do that. What you should do, you should add coolant and bleed the cooling system. That will get the air out of the cooling system, and as a result your car, okay, will be able to circulate coolant freely, because if you have an air pocket inside the engine, That will prevent coolant from flowing, and that can cause your engine to overheat and maybe even need a new engine or the engine rebuild. So always bleed the cooling system once you replace thermostats. Hopefully the video will be helpful. Thank you for watching and see you guys next time.